do you think about that?
I think you know what I think about that. Hi there.
Hello.
We're back with a little bit more of what's been going on with us.
Yeah, we haven't updated since I was healing from my surgery, and now I'm all healed. So we figured we'd go over that, and then what else are we going to go over?
Yeah, her surgery, and then what further we've had done. Because last we left off, we were starting to get back into the thought of in the swing of fertility appointments. So we'll let you know what's happened and where we're at with all that.
Yep.
So let's start off with Jill's surgery. You were recovering?
Yeah, so our last update, I was in the middle of recovering. I don't know if you could tell, but while shooting that, I was very uncomfortable. It took a lot more recovery than I expected. I heard from some nurses and the doctors that recovery was anywhere from 3 days to 2 weeks. And I was hoping I was going to be on the shorter end of that.
I think she was determined for it to be on the shorter end, and I think she was thinking it would be more like
5 days.
The egg retrieval.
Yeah.
Like a little bit worse than that, which you're fine the next day.
No.
It was not. And my mom and I could be like, give yourself time, it's okay. We kept talking about it's gonna take a little longer. I don't think you expected it to take as long as it did.
I think we filmed our last vlog at day 5 of recovery, and I was not
I think
comfortable.
it might have even been 7. Like it might have been.
It was either day 5 or day 7 of my recovery, and I was not comfortable at all. It took me almost a solid 2 weeks to feel pretty much back to normal, and I still had some soreness. But I think the actual surgery ended up being a little bit more complicated than the doctor was hoping.
No, there were no complications really.
No.
It took. I don't think it took too much long. It took like the full amount of time they expected it to take.
Yes.
They gave you like a 30 to 90 minute window essentially, and it took more than, it was like 90 to 100 minutes, so it was definitely a little longer.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, because my aunt was with us, and Aunt Judy and I both kept being like, what is, we're watching the monitor, we're like, why have we not heard anything back? And she was in there for longer than they had told, just a little bit over what they had told us to expect, so we were getting a little like concerned. But the doctor came out and said everything was great, everything went well, you were doing really well. She's really slow to come out of anesthesia, so I think that's part of why it took us so long to see you. But they said everything was good. They were able to take out, they said they could either remove her fallopian tube or just detach it.
Yeah.
And she told them that it was uncomfortable for her, so the doctor said she would try to remove as much as they could. She said sometimes it's like stuck in there by, scar tissue, which is normal and all of that kind of stuff. And they don't want to mess with it too much just because that area is just really sensitive. So she said they were able to get out most of it. There was a little bit of it that was stuck.
It was attached inside, so they just took off the part that they could and left a little bit inside.
And they checked and made sure your other tube was working well and everything was clear, so there wasn't going to be a blockage on that side. So all in all, it was good surgery, and even though recovery took Jill longer than she wanted, everything's been great.
Yeah, everything's good. I have 2 cute little laparoscopic incisions on each side below my belly button, and then
on either side.
On either side, yep. And then an incision in my belly button, and they were not comfortable. It was very hard to use my core at all. Getting in and out of bed was not fun.
You just plopped.
I just would plop, or I would roll over and like
a rolling ball.
Yeah, it was really cute. Were you super attracted to me during that time? But yeah, I'm really glad I got it done and over with. It was just 2 weeks. I was disappointed that I had to take as many days off of work as I did because
you took what, a full week?
I'm a high school teacher, yeah, and I took Friday to Friday off. So.
Yeah, you went back the following week.
Oh no, I went back that Friday. Yeah, I went back
We
Friday.
took 5 full days off, which we weren't expecting, and we were trying to set the realistic expectations that we're probably gonna need to take that off.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you did. I don't think you could have gone back sooner.
No, I think I should have even taken that Friday off.
I think so.
Oh well.
And do you feel better now after surgery?
I do. I feel so much better. I was feeling really like achy on that side, especially during certain parts of my cycle. It just felt more uncomfortable. And now I don't really feel anything, which is good. So I felt much better. Yeah.
I wanted her to have it done so that she wasn't in pain anymore. But also she couldn't even start trying. Couldn't do anything until that was done. So as far as Jill's side of everything. So she was able to try to do the egg retrieval, but there was no chance of trying to get pregnant while that was still there because it can be really toxic for an embryo trying to attach. So I'm glad that's done.
Yep. So now I am all better and ready to start trying when we are ready for me to do that. Whatever that is.
Yeah.
So we did a little something for you right after my surgery. Why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, so we had thought all along we were going to we were thinking we were just going to transfer our one embryo we have. And so I did an ERA, an endometrial receptivity, I think analysis or something like that.
I always say assessment, but it's analysis.
The teacher in you says assessment.
Yeah.
So that's where you do like a mock-up of the hormones that lead up to an IVF
Transfer?
Yeah, transfer. I was going to say frozen embryo transfer, but it's transfer. Frozen embryo transfer, I suppose, because you need it to be frozen. It's been that time. Anyway, so they put you on estrogen, and then you do like 2 weeks of estrogen, and then a week of the progesterone in oil shots, which was really fun to do them for what felt like no reason. I mean, there was a reason. But so I did that.
You didn't feel like you were getting anything out of it in the end. Like if you're doing a cryo shot in a real transfer, hopefully you get a baby out of it.
Like,
but this time,
baby.
This time, just get a biopsy.
This time we're just waiting on results from a test. So, so you do the progesterone oil for 5 days, which is like standard what they do before a transfer, and then the estrogen is for a week before that, and then the full week of the progesterone as well. And it's really, really timed. Like you have to give yourself your first injection of PIO at like 8 a.m. in our office because they do them at 8 a.m. They do the actual biopsy at 8 a.m. So you go in just for like when everyone else is there for monitoring hours, and they literally just take out a little bit of your uterus, look at the lining. They said it's a little uncomfortable, take 3 Advil before you come, like 30 minutes before. So I did that. And it was so much more painful than I expected. It was,
I do not like the thought of that.
I know, it's so short, so it's, it's like, I would say that it was probably the second most painful thing that I experienced through all of this.
What was the first?
The miscarriage was incredibly painful, physically. And like I'm fine with the shots, the injections, even the butt shots. They're not my favorite thing, but those actually hurt less than the subcutaneous shots gearing up for an egg retrieval. And that's all, like, I think the medication makes that uncomfortable, burning and itching and all that stuff. So it's not comfortable, but that's just a little discomfort. This was like, oh my God, I didn't expect this to hurt so bad. It kind of threw me. So like the doctor had said how long it would take to get the results afterward. And I had no idea. I didn't remember. Just said how long, and I was like, I don't know. I think they said a few weeks. I have no idea. And so I talked to our IVF nurse afterward, and she goes, no, that's really painful. It was not, she was on vacation, and it was just whichever doctor was in the office that day, because there's 3 doctors in our new office, and he was great, he was awesome, but it wasn't who I was familiar with. And she was like, no, they don't really they tell you it's a little uncomfortable, and it's a little more than a little uncomfortable. But the great thing is that it's like 30 seconds, and then it's done. And it didn't keep hurting like that. It was like crampy for the rest of the day, but it was just 30 seconds of like, holy cow, that hurts, and then it's over.
So far, my HSG was the most uncomfortable.
I've heard that's really uncomfortable too, though.
And they told me, oh, just a little discomfort, a little crampy. No, that hurt.
When they tell you it's a little uncomfortable, a little crampy, it's going to be more than that. I think we've realized.
Yeah.
So we just got the results for that this week. I just got the results, and I think it's been 3 to 4 weeks since that.
Yeah,
so
it's almost a month. Which...
It takes a while, but they're analyzing the. They look at the hormone makeup of what they took out. So they're looking at exactly how much progesterone is in your lining to determine exactly how much progesterone you need for a transfer. I think at least 75% of the population comes back at normal, which means the amount that is standard is good for them. And then
5 days is
the 5 days is good. Their endometrial lining has the perfect amount of progesterone in it to be hospitable. And then there's, I don't remember if it was like I don't remember if 75% is the right amount, but something like that. And then there's a smaller percentage of the population who find out they need a day extra, a half a day extra, a half a day less of progesterone. So I found out that I needed a full 24 hours more of progesterone. The amount I had was as if I had 1 day shy. So I'm really grateful that I went through that uncomfortable test. So whenever we decide to do a transfer, we're going to be a little bit better. They said the results are valid for 6 months, but they said in our clinic, if you don't get pregnant, it's usually good for like 9 months or so. Because your hormones don't really change. Pregnancy is what changes that. So if you're not pregnant during that time, then you don't worry about doing another one. So, which is good.
That's good.
Yeah. So that was we're happy we did that. Jill's a little nervous because if we do a transfer for her, she hasn't done it. She doesn't want it.
I don't want to do that. I don't like things that I know are going to be painful. I know nobody does, but I'm a real baby, so like I'm just not mature enough to handle knowing that something's going to be painful.
Yeah.
I can get piercings, I can get tattoos, but when it comes to like doctor things, I don't like it.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah, so are we going to do a transfer on you?
Not right now.
No?
No.
How come?
So, I kind of had this little feeling all along. It just felt quite right. I'm really finally starting to get into the swing of taking care of me, working out, trying to get into a better shape. Everything, all my friends have recently had babies, and other people I know have said is like pregnancy is so brutal and so difficult. And make this a little bit. There we go. The lights keep shining in. And you want to be in your best shape, and I don't feel like I'm in my best shape. So I'm working on it. I'm definitely so much better than I was 3-4 months ago. But I don't feel like I'm quite there, and I also don't want to wait. But I was kind of having these feelings, and then Jill said that if we do a transfer with me and it works, she's not going to try at all, and not right now. And I don't want to wait with her because the doctor said we feel like there's more of a ticking time clock for you than there is for me.
Yeah.
So all of that combined had these thoughts all in my head, and I hadn't really shared a ton with you. A little bit, but not a lot. And then we got an email at work, who our insurance is through, saying that they're come 2020, they're changing to this new company that covers. It's a different kind of fertility coverage now. So I had, X amount of dollars for a lifetime maximum, which was like nothing. So it would cover lesser stuff. It would never cover really IVF. I mean, I think their coverage is about what medication is in that cycle.
So once we met that, we would be, that would be our max, and then we'd have no
coverage. We'd have to pay for it out of pocket, which there are people who do it, and I just don't know how.
Yeah.
That's just a lot. And I think we didn't want to sink our dollars into that if we could try the IUI and other things like that. So,
especially because IUI had worked for you before, and I've never even tried it, so why not?
Yeah. So we found out that we're getting this new coverage. I will find out in January exactly what it is, but I've looked into it, and everything I was seeing kind of says that it covers the big stuff. So we'll know in January more, but from what it looks like we'll be able to have IVF card. And this doctor's office talked to our last doctor's office, and they both said that if we choose for me to do IVF again, they feel really positive about me doing IVF. So, and I don't know that I feel like done with it. I felt like I needed a break from it, but I do feel like we might be able to get a little better results. So, all things considered, as long as this insurance pans out to be what it looks to be, which it should, I think that's where we're headed.
Yeah.
Are you going to do IVF again?
I don't think I'm going to do IVF again. I really didn't respond at all. And our doctor in Chicago basically said to me, you're not going to get pregnant with IVF. Like, you're just not going to.
She just doesn't respond.
You're just not the type of person that will respond to an egg retrieval and IVF treatments. So she said that she recommended IUI for me. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not sure. I'm just now feeling healed from my surgery, and we were kind of just waiting for that to think about next steps. I want to also get fit, so we have both been working with Lindsay, the fitness monkey. We've mentioned her a few times, and I'm sure a lot of you already follow Lisa and Lindsay, or Teddy Has Two Moms. But we've been working with her. Sam has for, about 3 months? Going on 4. I just started, this is my first month. She just started doing nutrition planning for us, which is awesome. Yeah, so we are all in. We are just getting started with the nutrition plan. We've been doing the workouts, and it's amazing. So hopefully we're going to see some results. Well, we're already seeing results from that. I've already lost over 5 pounds. Yeah. You've lost a little, probably, yeah, so we're both seeing some results already, and hopefully with doing that a little bit longer term, we will see more results, and then we can just be healthier for whatever we're going to do in the next couple months. I want to do acupuncture, and I want to do more yoga, do some meditation, just really focus on me.
So, anything exciting or surprising we should keep an eye out for you?
For me?
For us?
I don't know. Maybe, since you're not going to do a transfer, what if we think about reciprocal? What do you think about that?
I think you know what I think about that.
So be on the lookout for any surprises from the Maygans in 2020.
We'll have to see.